In the August 2015 general election so far, there haven't been many serious incidents of violence or malpractice. There have been a few, but I do not think that they are in any way of a significant impact to affect the result in any way. The next point to be made with regard to the election and the polling is that in comparison to the presidential election in January, the number of voters coming out to vote has reduced considerably. This is based on estimates from our monitors in the field as at 3 p.m. today. There is still 1 hour to go before the polls close, and it could pick up. But one factor that might also affect the turnout is that in certain parts of the country it has started raining fairly heavily, and therefore there may not be as high a turnout of the 81% that we had in the presidential election, and there are concerns as to whether we would go even as high as the turnout figure for the last general election, which was in 2010, and that was in the mid-60s. Overall, therefore, in terms of both the campaign as well as on polling day, the environment, the climate has been much freer. The election commissioner and the police have been able to do their job without major hindrance, and there has been a freer atmosphere for political debate and discussion. So the country awaits the results. The low turnout may be due to a number of factors. We have to wait for the official figure to be able to make any kind of conclusive comment with regard to it. But on the whole, it is an election that has been free and fair. Point about the free and fairness and the space for political debate and discussion has probably been mostly felt in the north and east. In the presidential election, we had a number of complaints and reports of threat and intimidation, the involvement of the security forces in the campaign of certain parties. All of that has not been the case as far as this election is concerned. In the north and east too, there has been a free and fair climate as much as in the rest of the country. Well, as far as the voters in the north and east are concerned, of course, they have their major parties to vote for. But I think as far as the issues are concerned, a lot of them are concerned about a political settlement of the ethnic conflict, what will happen with regard to accountability once the Geneva report comes out, which will happen at the end of September, and also livelihood issues as well. So in the north and east too, the main issue is accountability, but the question of accountability relates more to conventional human rights concerns and concerns with regard to accountability in respect of war crimes and the political and constitutional settlement of the conflict, whereas in the rest of the country the emphasis is very much more on conventional notions of governance, transparency, accountability in government, and no corruption.